Redstone is done. That was a fast one. Diamond is another fast one. Diamond. Diamond. The diamond one's annoying because diamonds are actually fair. They're medium useful. They're not super useful, but they're medium useful. Yeah, something like that would be more appropriate. Yeah. All right, let's go diamonds, and we're gonna go. Let's see. Not diamond amber. Diamond amber is worthless. We want diamond because diamond is made through acorns like that. So we're gonna need 1 brick. So we need 1 of those. Pull you guys off, and then 1 like that. That is as much as we need for diamond, which is good because some of these you need a lot. Like some of these you look at them and they're absolutely chock full of stuff, and then some of them are not. And so the ones that are, you're like, whoa. But these little ones are easy. Diamond, weirdly enough, is not that valuable of a resource, nor is emerald in this. Because we're using lots of the tinker stuff, you want to get into things like cobalt and iridium and magnesium and stuff like that. Those are the valuable resources. The diamonds and emeralds are honestly just modifier resources. They're not even resources in this. Which is interesting because usually you're like scrambling, you're like, I have diamonds, I've done it. And in this it's like, who cares? Diamonds are so like middle ground resources. They're not even remotely good. Okay, I think we're up to, oh dear, are we up to the one where we have to, my factory fall off. Number 12. Okay, let's see. I need to go back to saplings here. Sapling. Ooh, that is not how you spell sapling. Sausage fingering over here. Okay, so we just did diamond, bone, and then it gets stupid. Right. A couple of these go extra that we don't need. Okay, so we're gonna go bone. Oh, and then this one's weird because you can go 2 different directions with it, and both of them are good. So we're gonna end up going like this, because you can do bone amber and bone block, and they're both good. So for this one, we're gonna go bone Burlio. I didn't realize you were sitting there, my love. What a handsome floof. Okay, bone amber and bone block. And then both of them will generate. Ooh, didn't get enough of that. Here, I'll need to get a little extra here. So let's grab bone. Let's grab some bone blocks. Sweet. And then we'll go bone meal. Yeah, so that one's kind of annoying because we're going to get bone meal from both. Bones themselves, let's do 1 amber while we're at it. In fact, let's add that one to my list because that is one that I will use. Okay, I need more bone because I just used up all my resin. Okay, let's grab you and turn you into bones. It's not like as critical for that one because there's going to be other stuff later on. We'll get a lot of bones from the mob farm once we build the mob farm. That is, as soon as we finish what I'm finishing here with all of the trees, as soon as this is built and done, the mob farm is next. But in the meantime, let me make sure I grabbed everything bone-wise. I think that's everything bone-wise. I did want to throw my porcelain into this one, though, if I can. So we'll go unfired porcelain and porcelain bricks. I do like building with both of those. They're both very pretty bricks, so I want to keep those. All right, let's see. All right, so we go diamond into bone. Bone is not like hyper used. It's used, but not like crazy, so I only need 2. Grab the other one, and then bone is done. Okay, let's quickly put these in. We've got an amber. So the difference is one of them turns into bones, one of them turns into bone meal, which is why I have both. And sometimes you want bones, and sometimes you want bone meal, but you don't necessarily want an extra step in between, which is why I have that. Also, both of them will generate bone meal slowly over time, so I want both of those as well. Just like that. There we go. Just like that. And then... Ooh, come on. Okay. So now if we go to sapling, I think this is where things get weird. If we go sapling, after bone, it goes cookie, bacon, and then donut. which I currently am not going to be making any of. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're now on to here. But we don't have the resources for that. Okay, so I need to come over here to iron. And we need to say iron amber, please. Make me like... Oof, yeah, see? Iron was done. Did we do 2 irons? I hope we did 2 irons. Coal, gravel, sand. What the heck? Where's iron? Here's iron. Yeah, we did do 4 trees of iron. Okay, good. Because we're going to need a lot of iron over time, and it's one of the ones that's kind of slow. Okay, get that going for the iron. Oh, we have a gold block that we never used. Slap that in here. Oh, gold. Oh, we're not plugged in. That's what's happening. I was like, what's happening? Why is nothing working? I don't know if I trust this fall. There we go. Oh dear, and we don't have the extension out yet, so that's going to be obnoxious. Okay, let me grab this one and go... Usually I'll just continue that out like that anyway, so we might as well continue the theme. Yeah, see, this one we haven't gone out far enough for. But I need my cobblestone, which I don't seem to have on me at this moment. All right. Yeah, once we get up to the mob farm, the things will get a lot faster. It's just kind of grindy for this first little bit. Okay, so I wanted some stone, which I thought I had some in here. I do. Okay, let's grab this. Grab some slabs. Perfect. Right, and then we have the stone slabs as the extra piece. Good, good, good. Cool. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, and that's the end of the world as we know it. Okay. And then I need to extend these ones all the way back to there, and then out this way. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I build my worlds on a grid off by 5, and it's really, really fun. How long in total have I played Sky Factory for? That is a good question. I think I probably have couple 100 hours in Sky Factory 4. I have Sky Factory 4 really good to a certain point of Sky Factory 4, and then beyond that, I just lose interest. So I'm really, really good up until that point, and then once I hit that point, I'm just like, who cares? Usually, basically up until the singularities, and then I just really don't care at the singularities. You know, when it's like, we want 1,000,000 donuts. We want you to make 1,000,000 donuts for one thing. And it's like, I don't care. It's like, that is so insanely grindy at that point, and it's just like, I'm done. But yeah, I get up through, like, basically my character becomes invincible at a certain point, just because of like my gear and my armor. Like you can get to the point where your armor is indestructible and you have resistance 8 on all 4 pieces of armor, and so you'll literally just stand next to the wither and he won't hurt you. It's pretty fun. I mean, like in this series, so this series we're just on 12. I've never done a full playthrough of this one on YouTube or on like recording or stream or whatever. This is my first actual playthrough of like showing myself play it. Playing it privately, I've gotten very, very far. But in this is my first time doing it on like stream or recording. I just barely got back into streaming recently, like a couple months ago. Alrighty, so that's good there. Copper is next after the bits. Right. 8 blocks there. And then grab my blocks. Cool. Alright, so now we're going to dump the iron back in there. Going to get more bars because that's where we're at. In fact, let's grab, yes, that much. Throw them all back in, and then we need filing cabinets. Whoa, that was a decision. Let's never do that again. Today on misclicks. Hate misclicking. It's the worst. The worst is when you have a stack of some resource which is really valuable, and then you accidentally click you accidentally click on something like that, and you end up with 75,000 of something completely worthless, and you're like, whoops. Like you spend all of your iron on like iron nuggets or something, except for something that can't be turned back. Those are the worst. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here is where we're at. Sweet. And then the idea of the way I build this is it's very modular. You end up with these 21 by 21 squares that are connected and just slightly separated from each other. And then they're all modular, and then they fit really well with basically everything. Okay, so next on the dossier, we determined was copper. Oh, and then I have too much garbage. Dump all of that. Okay. All right, so copper. Copper, what do we need with copper? We're going to end up with you, pair of you, the amber, which we'll need a lot of. Copper is actually a decent resource in this game, because when you get to where you're building your tools, you can make your handles out of copper, and it gives you bonus experience for all blocks that are mined, which is very useful. 6 blocks, 3 ingots, 1 cat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kitty! Kitty? Oh! Just a tiny face poking out from underneath my desk. Rub the tummy! It's a cat. You got a tummy shots. Oh no, I missed my... dang it, I did the thingy again. Hang on, everyone. Let me pause. I gotta pull the right thingy up. We're on to the next episode. We're like halfway through episode... what did we determine? We're halfway through episode 13 now, and I didn't intro it. Usually I have the other thing open. Usually I have a different window open, so it shows me when the episodes change, but this time I forgot. And there, 5 blocks, 3 ingots, so 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2. And then it should be 1 additional, like that. Provided I did that right. I think I did that right. Nope, I did it wrong. That's okay. It's actually faster to get the ingots out than it is to wait for the blocks. 2 more. What? Grief, sir. You have gotten so... Come here, kitty. You have gotten so much attention from me today. Why are you so fussy? Good heavens, sir. I literally sat on the floor with him and rubbed his tummy until he was like, yeah, I'm done. And then he left. I sat there for like 20 minutes rubbing his tummy, and he had a grand old time. And then he was like, I'm out. I've had enough. Okay. So I am not intending on doing the singularities. I'm not going that far, so I'm not going to be needing the extra of like the donuts and the bacon and the whatever. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There. 1 more copper. I'm also excited because hopefully by the end of this episode we'll be done with like 99% of the trees, and then we can start working on other stuff. One of the next main things to build is the what's it called? The mob grinder, the mob farm. And in this game, you can make a really, really efficient mob farm that's small. You don't have to go super ginormous gung-ho. You can, but you don't have to. You can build a very efficient mob farm in this game, very, very small. Make sure I do it backwards. I stack these in a way that if you look at them, they're basically the same all the way down. So like, it's really easy to find things if there's something you need, or if something's missing, it's easy to tell what. By the way I stack them in the containers. That's just to make the game easier, or organization easier. All right, so copper, we have copper done. We're now on to lead. Lead is basically going to be the exact same as that one. I'm just going to need to make a giant stack and run it. So, all right, Mr. Lead. You get to keep 1. Go halvesies on those. Dump you in there. How much lava do we have? We're starting to run low. We will, I do two things over here. So I'll build the mob farm right here. And then I will also build the automatic lava and fire and obsidian maker. All three of those will also be on the same platform as that one, as the mob farm when we get there. Broke the tree but didn't get any saplings. So if you break the tree and you don't get any saplings, you have to restart. You have to get at least one sapling to be able to progress. Okay, so lead. How much lead we got here? 5, 3, 2, 4, and 5. Oh, it's the worst when you're like recording or streaming it and you're like, hey, and then your very first tree fails and you're like, just kidding, start over. Oh, good. All right, let's get our lead out, and then yep, we're just waiting on a block. And then we want the ingots. Some of these, the ingots are fairly important to have, and so you want to make sure you have at least a little bit there. Okay, so that's done there. I can start grabbing lead. Lead, we don't need very much lead. It's not used in very many places, so we can get away with just 2. The idea is in the late game, you can upgrade the mulch. So currently, instead of dirt, we have mulch, and you can upgrade the mulch to get really, really good mulch later. But the higher tiers of mulch is where that's one of the mods that I'm not good at, and I usually just stop doing mulch at that point. Once you hit the PCR, it's just annoying to build. It's one of those where the mod maker made it super complicated, and I'm sure to them it's not, but for like players that don't understand having five different block sides, having 5 different things that they do, it's very complicated, especially when you're trying to build things like in a real consistent manner that makes sense and not have just a spaghetti slime, you know, of pipes for one machine. It's like once you hit that point, I'm like, I don't care. That's so complicated and so messy. I just lose interest. Okay, so we just finished lead. We're on to tin. Cool. And like I said, all of these are basically the exact same at this point, what we're doing. They're all very, very fast. I think tin actually cooks really fast too, if I remember right. It's one of the faster ones. There we go. Oh yeah, tin is very fast. How are we doing? 700 still in lava? How are we still on 700 lava for how many cycles we've done? What the heck? 5 and 3, I believe it said. Like that. Cool. See, and the cool part is now that I've done that, I can put the block of lead in there because it's got a home. All right, and 5. Cool. So we're gonna go 5. Like that. Okay, and 10. I'm so happy. We're almost done with the trees. And this is like the mid-early game grindiest bit is what I'm doing right now. Everything after this is generally faster, which is cool. This is just that one like necessary evil that you have to do. And you don't have to do it like this. I've seen people where they'll just do 1 tree of everything, which works. It's just slower. I try to do at least a couple of the bigger ones. I do 2 of everything. That way everything has at least a large sum. But then on like the specific ones, I'll go ham on them and have like a bajillion. Okay, that's that one. Ooh, come on. Come on. Having a little bit of lag here. I'm trying to decide if my mouse is dying or if the game is just being a punk, you know? Okay. Silver is next. And again, silver is the exact same. Ooh, except for we get a start. I'm trying to remember. I think this one has Electrum in it too. This mod. I think Electrum is one of the resources you can make your tools out of. It's not my favorite. It's okay. It's not my favorite. It's very loud. It's an extremely loud one if you use it. Okay, get some silver going. There we go. Sweet. Oh, there we go. Now we use some lava. I was wondering. I was like, how come my lava's not getting used up? Oh, come on. While we're waiting for that, we can move the silver over. Alrighty. Looks like we're almost ready to do some other stuff. Oh no, you're fine. No need to apologize to me. I'll be here either way. Whether you're here or not, I will be, so. Okay, silver. And then what's next? Nickel? Yeah. I remember nickel being important for something. Is that for emerald? Is that what nickel's important for? Okay, so we did lead, tin, and now we're on to silver. Okay. Block of silver, ingots, nuggets. Cool. Okay. Just about done here, which is great. Great. Let's see, how are we doing time-wise? Pretty good. We're almost on to the next episode. I needed to do some Minecraft because my Planet Crafter playthrough is... I'm like 4 or 5 days ahead recording-wise on Planet Crafter. So I needed to play a bunch of Minecraft to make up the difference. I'll kind of be swapping between the two as I go, based on what's available and like where we are story-wise, or content-wise. And then once we hit once the Alpha 22 1.0 release hits, I'll be doing that one a bunch too. And we'll see on that. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do that. I don't know if I'm going to like pause Planet Crafter for a bit and do some 7 days, or if I'll try to do all 3 at the same time or something. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. All right. We require some cobble. Where's my bucket? Whoops. Where's my bucket at? What the heck? Well, there's a bucket. It's not an iron bucket, but it's a bucket. Oh, if I use this, it'll break. It'll be great. Ready? Yep, and it's gone. Wow, let me know if that storm is something horrendous. Let's end that right away. Good grief. I think it was Planet Crafter that I discovered one of the sounds was weird, which I thought was really funny. Yeah, oh, it's right there. My bucket's full of water. That's why I can't find it. I was like, where's my bucket at? Need a bit of lava for over here. I'll set this up eventually where lava will be fully automatic. But that's a little bit further ahead than I have technology-wise, or at least reasonable technology-wise. 5 blocks for ingots. But eventually we'll get to the point where obsidian is automatic, lava's automatic, water's automatic. Water's already infinite, but we can make it automatic. There's all kinds of stuff we can do. The water one is actually really funny when you make a really big, fully automatic water maker. It's hilarious. Ooh, nickel's kind of slow, isn't it? Alrighty. Sweet. Alright, Mr. Nickel. I am excited though, because some of my the androids is one of my favorite mods, and that is where we're heading here fairly soon. Might be a few episodes before we hit androids. I need to get the mob grinder first. That's the main one. Once I get all of the bonsais set up, I can do whatever I want at that point. The grinder the mob farm will definitely be next after this. And then we'll also go to tools and armor soon as well with that. Okay. What is next after nickel? Emerald is, which I don't know if I have emerald yet. I think this is for emerald, because does it go emerald? quartz, and then netherrack. Oh, so we go 2 beyond. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, in that case, that means we need to expand our platform. So 1, 2, 3 is middle, right? 1. Oh no, 2 is middle. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then middle. So that means I get 2 of these? Do I not get a third one? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then... Oh, where'd it go? What happened? We lost our slabs. We're missing some slabs. There you are. Good. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Which means if we guarantee that we get at least that, this is our center intersection right here on this block. So we can go like, does that still give us room? Yeah, that does. I was about to say, does that give us room? It still does. Yeah, we're good. Although getting to that platform there from this angle is very annoying. Okay, so I got to go down and expand the platform, which we don't have the cobblestone again. Cobblestone. Cool. Oh, and I forget my ladder's over here for some reason. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Is that right? Yes, correct. Okay. So we're good there. We need to set up for another expansion here, though. Okay, so we need to continue this one on. Why aren't you... There we go. I was going to say, why aren't you placing? Cool. And then we need more of you, and then more of you. For this one, I'm going to go here. Dope. This is why we can't have nice things. Give me that. Okay, and then that's as far as that one goes, and then we need the same on this side. So we're going to go 1. Whoa, that was lag. Just minding my own business, and I was like frozen in the ether. I was like, what the heck is happening? Okay. All right, so that's good there. Next on the dossier is to expand on the top, and then I've got 19 more filing cabinets. Okay, give me this. Yes, you are in the wrong spot. Sweet. Cannot reach, too far away. Okay, and then we're going to expand. Ooh, I cannot see that far. Here we go. Oh, also I realized there's a spot for those around the edges that I didn't do either, so that's a my bad. See, because this is the edge, so I should technically go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I should yank that out. And ooh, I was about to say and lose it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 again. Cool. And then we're going to be able to throw down more marble bricks soon. Sweet. Okay, so this is going to have us run. We're going this way, right? Silver and the nickel. Yeah. So from here, we're going to go this way. Trying to do these in the correct direction and order. That way we don't run out at the wrong time. There we go. Some of these you can't place next to each other while you're standing over them. It like, you block it. By trying to step on it, you block it. So, okay. All right, next on the dossier,